bit. I don't know. Maybe. Whatever. Hello. Yes, I am back with more Dragon Age. Spooky season is over, so time to get back to the hunting and the aging of the dragons and the stuff and the things. Yes. So yes, I am Sean, LibrarianWriterGeek. Info is down there. There, same place on Twitch and YouTube. Also got my Twitter handle down there as well. If you're interested in doing that which maybe, I don't know. I announce stuff on Twitter sometimes. So yeah. I know this is very much not my normal time to be streaming, and I do apologize for that, but it is probably going to be my regular streaming time from now on because I have news. So, today I finally got bumped up to full-time at my job, which, hey, good thing, cool thing, more money in my bank account. That's nice. More benefits like health insurance and whatnot. That's also really nice and great and wonderful. Downside is more hours, and I won't have as much time off. So I won't be able. So I can't stream on Friday afternoons anymore, and I want it. I'm technically starting at full time on Monday, but alas, I got called up yesterday and told, like, hey, we need you to come in and do some stuff for moving up to full time, and can we get you in like tomorrow? And I was like, yeah, I guess, okay, sure, fine, we'll get me in tomorrow, I guess. And so I had to drive into HR at the county office, HR stuff, which of course is also an early voting polling location. So that was extra fun, of finding a place to park and all that mess. And it was already kind of a mess, but whatever. After that, but hey, it wasn't going into HR and filling stuff out. It's like, okay, that wasn't too terrible. It's like, okay, that took like maybe, when I finally got there, it's like, okay, it took maybe a couple minutes, whatever. Like, done inside 30 minutes, no problem. Okay, now go and get. That was okay. Go get the health checkup clinic stuff and get all that done. And it's like, okay, cool. Well, the appointment isn't for like another 40 minutes, but I'm super early, so hey, that'll be good, right? Wrong. Because, oh well, if your appointment was at this time, well, you're gonna have to just wait. I didn't want to wait that long, and my appointment time was 2:20, so I wasted a little time elsewhere, and then got back in time and sat and filled out some paperwork there, and then sat in the waiting room, and I didn't get seen until about 10 to 3. And I didn't finish up in there until like 4 o'clock or later. And of course, then I had to drive all the way back to county HR and drop off the paperwork that I had just gotten done. And okay, and by the time I'm done there, it's like, okay, it's now 4:30, and I'm not going to be back home until 5:30. So yeah, that was not fun. It was very not fun. Was not happy. Was not happy about that, especially because I'm also doing NaNoWriMo, I did not get in a whole lot of writing time before having to leave. Because, oh well, I got in more writing and I had a good solid buffer, so gonna spend more time tomorrow building up on that buffer. Also, I bought myself a nice shiny set, a new set of dice to make myself feel a little better. Anyway, that's enough of me whining and complaining to an audience of I'm gonna regret doing this, but what the heck, let's look to an audience of exactly one person. Awesome, cool. Hey, at least somebody's watching. Hey Val, yay. Got here and you probably just missed me griping about my whole day. It's fine, I'm fine. I'm griping work-related stuff. Whatever. It's done now, and I vented, and I want to go. Let's go back to Thetis, where things are like fairly simple and straightforward, and any big problems can, well, at least a certain number of problems can be, yeah. It's a lot of drive around, do paperwork, go get checkup stuff. It was not fun. It was not fun. Especially because my drive is already long enough as it is. So it's like, cool, I get to do all this driving around and then drive all the way back home. I'm not happy. Yes, hitting things with fake swords. Yes, let's get to the hitting of things with swords. All right, let's see if this works. Maybe. Yay, it works. Still works. Yay. Okay. Alright. But I did get in writing today, which is good, and I got in more writing after work shenanigans. Yeah, okay. But let's see what other stuff. Alright, let me think. I feel like that's gotta be a mistake. That's gotta be an error or something. I don't know. Anyway. Forget all the stuff I had. Okay. Right, we got gifts for people who aren't, people who are not in the party yet. Okay. All right, let us be on our way then.
Indeed.
The only mage we have, and
Indeed.
the only rogue we have. Sure. We'll bring dog. Alright. Technically, we need to go up that way.
You'll have to forgive me if I seem a bit nervous. Not many people travelling in this part of Ferelden. Of course, that's part of my problem, isn't it? Mule got spooked by a wisp and ran off into the woods. Now what do I do?
It's like, you're asking me to find your mule?
Oh, no, I sent the elf to do that. I wouldn't dream of asking a stranger to do it. Allow me to introduce myself. Felix de Grosbois, merchant and entrepreneur at your service.
Merchant all the way out here.
I don't normally take this route, but with the war, I was hoping for a bit of luck and good weather in the mountains.
That was a mistake.
Sadly, I've had neither. Ugh, this trip has been one miserable disaster after another. I don't suppose you'd consider helping a fellow out?
Yeah, I know. I'm kind of wondering if would he respond differently if I was an elf, and the answer is probably. How help? How?
Of all the other things that went wrong, the worst is this artifact I brought in Jada. It's a control rod, I'm told, for a golem. No point in me keeping it, however, as I'll never get to use it. But, maybe you could?
What control rod do?
The dwarf I brought it from said it activates and controls a golem.
Ooh.
So long as you have it in your hand, the golem does what you say. Might be useful, no? I mean, you look like the sort who could use one, yes?
Okay, what's the catch?
The catch? Yeah, I suppose it is a catch, isn't it? The catch is that the golem didn't come with the rod. It's supposed to be down in a village down south, waiting to be activated. Even if I could get down there, which I can't, I understand the place has been overrun by darkspawn. That's not such an issue for adventurous types like yourself, surely. Or I'm hoping that's so, at least.
How do I know this thing isn't broken?
The fellow I brought it from is a long-standing contact. He didn't want to come to Ferelden, however, with all our troubles. He said he got it from the man who owned this golem. But to be honest, I have no idea if it will work. Hence the low price. What do you say?
Sure, I could use
Just
that.
as well. As I mentioned before, you'll find the golem down south, in a town called Honnleath. I'll mark it here on your map.
Cool.
Just hold up the rod and say Dulaf Gar. That will wake the golem up, so I'm told. I hope it works.
And if it doesn't?
Maybe you could look up the fellow who owned the golem before. If he's still about, that is.
Right.
Best of luck to you then. Now, I guess it's up to me to find that mule myself.
Cool. So yeah, free golem. Golem?
Going.
And he's gone. Cool. Well, I mean, on the one hand, Arl Eamon is still in a weird coma, and his son is still possessed. But on the other hand, free Golem. Ew. What's up? See anything? What you got? Uh-huh. Neat. I know what it is. Looks like some kind of... Ooh. What did I just get? Piece. Ooh. Hello. I certainly look into this golem. Yes, I should. It's definitely something that should be looked into by someone who is me. At my leisure. No pressure. No pressure. Alright. Was ist good. This is better than what you got. More damage, better armor penetration, slightly better range, doesn't really matter. +1 con, +10% nature resistance. Cool. Is a stick. Neat. Okie dokie. Oh, wow, that's a ways out of the way, but, yes. We'll be fine. Damn it. Ooh! Wait, no, this is good.
How did a child survive that? The crater is still smoking. It's a boy. 5 fingers, 5 toes. That's all that matters to me. The Maker has answered our prayers. Let's go home, Marta, and raise the Tyke as our own.
Right. Well, that was weird. Definitely not a reference to anything. Definitely not something anybody should sue over. Anyway. Ooh. Rock. Fancy rock. That's way more important than any kid who happens to fall from the sky. Don't ask questions about that. Don't think about it too hard. Fancy rocks can become fancy stuff later. Yes, perhaps they can. Perhaps fancy rocks can be made into fancy stuff later on. Once we have the proper facilities to make them fancy. Make fancy things. Cool. Oh.
Yes.
I should maybe like turn on some of the mode or something, shouldn't
Yes.
Is it actually okay to do this quest now? Oh, this side quest? No, this is fine. I'm good. This is not new.
And I'm off. Where do I go?
Run while you can.
Dog, no.
I got it.
I don't remember if there's any. If I get. Well.
All right.
Think I get anything if I'm higher. I have certain stats. Okay, let's bump up your con a bit because you need that. Bump up your cunning touch. Yeah. Sure, we'll give you give her melee archer because Leliana has an annoying tendency of running into count, getting way too close. I'm level 8. Okay. Olaf's chest, eh? Who is Olaf? Where is Olaf? Also, there are some people who ran past, and they look to be... And they is gone. Cool. Okay, fair enough. Let's pick all the plants. Ooh. Boots. What do I have on? Chainmail boots. Ah, it's just as well I couldn't wear them anyway. It's probably not something you want growing near your house, but okay. Oh ho ho! Wow.
I sense some dark spawn.
Oh, fun!
Another battle I see. You should run. Too easy. Wipe them out. More time to die.
Yes, continue fighting against well, let's see. Right, yes. Do that. Well, let's see. I was attempting to claim and abandon Golem. Can't possibly imagine why anyone wouldn't want a free Golem, but us. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, surely this will provide some means of assistance in our quest. Surely. There's a lot. First, broken chest. Hello. Interesting crystal. Pretty. Let's see. Herlock. Dead body. Dead body.
All right.
Body. Dead body. Dead body. Dope. Else. Anybody? Dead bodies. Dope. No. Fallen IRS agent. Hello. Mistress Matilda, Council has unanimously agreed to put you in charge of decorations for Honnleath's upcoming Harvest Festival. Oh dear. All adored what you did with the village for the winter solstice. As usual, a statue must be adorned with items that capture the essence of the season. Iris kindly offered the use of her wide-brimmed straw hat with the berries and daisies and would love to see it on the statue. Farmer Goodman will also donate some of his baby pumpkins. We think a garland of small pumpkins and ribbons draped around the statue's shoulders would be lovely. Whatever you decide will be splendid. I'm sure we're all looking forward to it. Oh boy. Whoo! Sealed forever not failing his sacred duty collecting student loan debt. You learn why Shale... Yes! Yes! This is why why Shale hates everyone. Sleeping Okay, that's Connor. A little update on Leliana. Okay. Details. I mean, yeah. Things will make... These are things that will definitely make sense very soon. Let's see. A villager, that's unfortunate. Ooh, key. Curious. Check that out. Basket of birdseed. Oh dear. Almost empty. Most of the birdseed seems to have been scattered. Okay. Oh well. Well, we killed all the darkspawn. Let's see. Let's turn this thing on and see what happens. Statue appears to be inert. Yes, it does.
It looks like a golem, doesn't it? An actual golem, and not a statue at all. I wonder how it ended up here, of all places.
Close inspection, statues embedded with numerous crystals, some cracked, maybe of dwarven make. Ooh. See, I wonder if this actually means anything in Dwarvish, but I don't know, we don't have a dwarf with us. Huh, nothing happens. Apparently either the rod isn't working or the code word is incorrect. Well, well, it was worth a shot. Goes on to required for goods, perhaps there's... Yeah, alright, fine. But before that, we just got a key. And there was a locked box over here that could not be picked. Oh, and now it can be opened. Aha!
Huh.
Olaf's prized cheese knife. Okay, sure. And another little crystal. Inscription on the blade reads, "For Olaf, finally a blade that's up to the challenge of one of your fine, firm cheeses." Ha. Okay. Let's see. Oh, dang. That requires a good bit of dexterity, doesn't it? Okay. Do I even have any? No. Nope. Sword and board all the way. Cool. Alright. Or the sword, yes. Alright. Honnleath. Well, the only building that isn't on fire, so let's see if there's anybody in here. Bah. Oh, that's creepy music.
Yes.
Ooh. The crystal. Oh, right. And the dead bodies. That's cool. Great. Leliana.
Right away.
Nice. I have better, but I'll take it.
Run while you can. Run while you can.
Do some things, yes, and also stun. You.
Is that all you've got?
Leliana, would you please?
Point me.
Be careful! Back! Don't be defeated.
Huh.
I don't believe.
Yes.
Maybe. See here? More of these interesting little crystals. Alright, what's on the burnt corpse? Acid plat. A lot of things that I can't actually use. Leliana, fix it. Let's see, she has. These are exactly the same as what she's got. Darn. Okay. Uh-oh. Oh well. Let's see. Storage, library, distillery, winery. It's a very large and look more large and elaborate cellar. Hello. Ooh. Yes, thank you. Yes, please, thank you. I'm sure that will come in handy later on. Well, rip this guy. Oof.
Make a preserver. Lost me and you shall pay.
All right.
Another battle line. You should run while you can.
Ow. Ow.
Huh.
I hate that. I hate that. Yeah, a lot of evil laughter. I don't care for it. Kick that. Wish I could kick the emissary's corpse for hitting me with that. Yeah, I'll get to you guys in a
Yes.
second. Okay, but first I have bodies in need of looting and things in need of investigating. Was ist? Decades old letter. What's to say? Madam, I can assure you that the Circle of Magi is not a sacrilegious institution, and that indeed we operate under the supervision of the Chantry. It would make our investigation of your husband's death much easier if you would simply cooperate with us. I'm disappointed to hear that you sold the Golem's activation rod. I understand both it and your husband were invaluable aid to King Merrick during the war against Orlais. Without the rod, we cannot discern whether Wilhelm's Golem was responsible for his murder. The Golem will simply have to remain where it is unless the villagers can find a means to destroy it. Our condolences to you and your son for your loss. I imagine it is of little consolation to you, but your husband is much admired here and will be missed. Make her keep you. First Enchanter Arlo. Aww. Okay, that's art of a genlock. Why do you have drawings of genlock skulls? Hello?
By the Maker, we're saved!
You
Maybe.
weren't sent by the band, were you? To save us?
No, not really.
So we could have just starved down here? The band gave up on us? I suppose I should be grateful that someone came at all, then. Thank you. But if you weren't sent by someone, why are you here? If you don't mind me asking.
Okay, interesting to hear. This guy sounds exactly like Alistair, kinda, maybe. Looking for whoever owned the statue outside.
The statue outside? Why would... Oh, I think I see. You bought the control rod, didn't you? You came here looking for Shale.
Look, I mean, come on. Into what? No. I'm not. Fine.
That damnable Golem brought us nothing but trouble. My mother sold the rod years ago after it killed my father, and good riddance.
Say what?
My father's name was Wilhelm, Mage to the Isles of Redcliffe and a hero in the war against Orlais. And what did he get? One day, my mother found him outside the tower, with so many broken bones she could barely recognize him, and Shale standing over him just like it is now. My father deserved better than that. But if you really want to wake Shale up, well, it's yours now.
Dang, dude. Rod doesn't work, though.
My mother might have passed along the wrong command phrase when she sold the rod. She said she never wanted to see Shale active again. Look, I'll tell you the command phrase, but I'll need your help first. I know you already saved my life, and I'm grateful, but my daughter is inside the laboratory. She was afraid and ran too far in before I could stop her. I don't know how she made it past my father's defenses. One of the men tried to go after her. He was killed, but you could find her, couldn't you?
Okay, what killed this guy? What?
There are defenses my father put down here to keep strangers out.
Cool.
I knew about the barrier. I had the key for that, but the rest of it, well, we never came down here. Ever.
How do you know that your
I
daughter's
don't,
not
it's
dead?
true. I'm terrified that something's happened to her and she's lying in there, injured. I can't leave here until I know for certain. Surely you can understand that.
Yeah, alright, fine.
You will? Thank the
Yes,
Maker!
yes.
My father's laboratory is just past the next area, I think. She has to be there.
Alright. This is great and all, but first, another shiny glowy crystal. Mine. The hell? Dude, I don't know how to tell you this, but man, your dad was doing some weird shit down here. cool. The game just saved too. It's not the same voice. It's not? So who is it? It's not Alistair. It's gotta be... I don't know. Oh, that's a... Ah! Oh, it's Cullen's voice actor.
Going.
Okay, that explains why it sounds so familiar. We got demons down here, don't we? I'm bothered by this ominous fog. There we go. Alright, kid, let's go.
Another call. Come and get it. Here comes trouble.
Cool. I know what ash wraiths are now. Great. Ooh. Harvest Festival rate. Neat. So I will take that. Thank you very much. Plus 2 strength, plus 2 dex, plus 4 to attack. Oh, nice. Could certainly use it. Leliana. Chest. Thank you. Yeah,
As you wish.
just add a little extra something, something. What's
Yes.
the book say? Journal of Enchanter Wilhelm. Wilhelm? Oh boy, this is long. Let's see. Interrogation of the demon is going well, rather fascinating, provided what it says is true. I've spent all my research so far to first Enchanter Arden. While he's concerned about my safety, he does not think there is a reason to stop just yet. All I hope is that the Templars will not discover what I'm doing. How will we ever find another way to deal with demonic possession if the Chantry does not let us research this? Oh, God. Cool. Matthias nearly wandered down here again today, and this time I forgot to leave the barrier up. I believe I'll key the defenses to ignore anyone of my blood. I'd rather have the boy stumble into the laboratory than have him killed by my forgetfulness. Poor lad, all he wants is to know why his father spent so much time beneath the tower. I'll spend more time with him soon, I swear. Oh, no. Shale's acting strangely. I wonder if I should discontinue my experiments upon it. I'm so near a breakthrough, I'm certain. Perhaps it's best I focus on the demon. Great. Cool. Demon almost managed to get away again. Tricky, I'll have to be more careful. Young Eamon sent a letter asking me to return to Redcliffe. I shall have to consider it soon. Dark arts of minor demonic possession to pay off debt. I mean, look, he's part of the circle, man. They got, like, full ride, okay? Could it be? What an intriguing discovery, especially considering the demon was attempting to keep me from it at all costs. Or did it lead me to that information by seeming to deny it from me? I must discover the truth. I think it's time to dismiss this demon. It's too dangerous for me to continue holding it, and I cannot discount the possibility that it is having some influence over the golem. Or is it my experiments? I'll try to deactivate Shale for the time being and then deal with the demon once and for all. Let it end here. No further entries. Oh dear. Well, that's a good indication of stuff happening. Something definitely didn't go wrong. I'm sure it all turned out just fine. A little clear crystals. Dude. Like. Nice. Aquifer.
What do you mean you've never climbed a tree? Don't cats like to be in trees?
Summoning demons is not a good plan. No, it's never a good plan, and yet mages keep doing it.
Oh look, someone's come to play. You have come to play, haven't you? We're playing a guessing game. It's better with more people.
Hi?
Kitty and me, of course. You don't see anyone else here, do you? Anyway, you should go if you're not going to play. Kitty finds you distracting.
Okay, yeah, your dad's waiting. We need to... Yeah.
I can't go. Kitty says she can't come, and I'm not leaving her. She'd be lonely.
Smart dog.
I would not suggest leaving in such hostile company anyhow, Amalia. Look how they act.
Oh. Cool. You're not a cat, are you?
Of course she's a cat. She just talks, that's all.
Talking is simple enough, once you know how.
I'll see outside resident. That's a resident kook. Yeah, I don't think talking to the cat's a good idea, Amelia.
Oh, bug whistles. You're just no fun. I'm going to ignore you now.
Nothing you say will convince Amalia to go with you. She loves only me now. I am her friend, while you are just a stranger.
Great. What'd you do?
I have done nothing. I am all but powerless. The mage made sure of that, didn't he? I cannot leave this chamber. No, Amalia found me. After decades of isolation, her company is... welcome. It seems we are at an impasse, so let me propose a compromise of sorts. Release me, mortal, and let me have the girl. Let us return to her father and leave this place forever.
Possess the girl.
That's such a crude way of putting it. I do not wish to harm Amalia. I merely want to see your world through her eyes. Is that so wrong?
Yeah, I'm gonna lie. I'll free you, then you can have the girl. Sure,
Thank you.
definitely.
You are very gracious. The mage's wards hold me within this chamber, and only a mortal may approach them. There is a trick to disarming the wards, but I do not know it. Perhaps you will succeed where the girl failed.
Oh, this is so exciting! Kitty is going to be free!
Yeah, right.
I've always wanted a cat, and Kitty is so perfect and pretty.
Yeah, alright. Okay, let's see. Yep, we got one of those, okay. That's...
I like it when Kitty sings to me.
Okay, I hate these puzzles.
Father doesn't like cats, but he never met Kitty.
Huh. Going.
Oh, jeez. Yeah, okay, you know what? Let's all move over here, and I'll... No. There.
Kitty says Grandpa Wilhelm locked her up in this room. Isn't that awful?
Yeah, just awful. Right. That is a word for it, I suppose.
And I'm off. Huh. Yes.
Kitty is my best friend.
Huh. And I'm off.
I was thinking about the sun, silly.
Oh, I hate these spells. I hate this.
Going. Yes.
Tell me a story.
Huh.
Alright, let's...
Oh, it's a flower. Is it a daffodil? I like daffodils.
And I'm off. Huh.
I was thinking about the
And I'm
sun,
off.
silly.
Going. All right. Yes. And I'm off.
Cool.
Yes. I can feel the magic fading. Oh, I had forgotten how it feels not to be caged.
Kitty? What's happening?
A wonderful thing, my dear, for both of us.
Said for you, I didn't say you could leave.
Betrayal! You will not take the girl. She is mine!
Kitty! You're scaring me! I won't let you inside me! I won't!
Smart girl. Haha, right. Desire demons. Whew, that's a design choice. That is... Wow, that was quick. Good thing I turned on the frost weapons. Yeah, Slanesh-ish, kind of. Definitely one of those. Y'all made a decision when you went with that. Oh, well, anyway, +2 to all attributes, +3 armor. Nice. I will be taking that. Thank you. Cool. I really don't care for that noise. Mother.
And I'm off.
Do not care. That sound. why did you have to put so many damn demons in your basement?
You did it!
Hey.
You freed her! Thank you so much!
Yeah, I'm awesome.
I'm sorry I ran away, Daddy. I was so scared.
It's all right, Butterfly. You're safe now. All the bad creatures are gone. The phrase to activate Shale is Dulan Han. If you still want that bloody thing. I wouldn't if I were you. Now we should go, and quickly. Thank you again. We owe you our lives.
Sweet. Ooh, level up. Awesome. Okay, bump up that, and what's the deck do for me? Character chance to hit, character more likely to die. Sure, give me a bump to there too. Whoop. Ooh. I'm gonna take a level of poison making just so I can use grenades and stuff, because it's really frustrating that I can't use any of that stuff. Ah. Alright, fine. I'll take bravery, I guess. Need to put more stuff in deck. See if there's some weapon. Okay, that's what I've equivalent to what I've got. So that's junk. 38 strength though, man, that is a lot. But I got my I need my item set bonus. Alright. Oh well. Hey, we're about halfway through tonight's stream. And getting through the thing I wanted, big thing I wanted to do. Alright. Honnleath is still on fire. So at least that much remains unchanged. And of course, because this is pre-Dragon Age Inquisition, we are incapable of jumping or even lifting our legs to get over. We cannot lift our legs high enough to surmount a knee-high fence. Alas. Anyway. Alright. Oop. Dramatic music.
I knew that the day would come when someone would find the control rod.
Cool.
And not even a mage this time. Probably stumbled across the rod by accident, I suppose. Typical.
How do you know I'm not a mage?
It thinks these crystals are simply for show, I see. Huh. I stood here in this spot and watched the wretched little villagers scurry around me for, oh, I have no idea how long. Many, many years.
Oh, you poor dear. That would be really, really boring.
Then one wonders that you wouldn't be grateful to the one who allowed you to stretch your legs, Golem.
Another mage, I see. Charming. I was just beginning to get used to the quiet, too. Tell me, are all the villagers dead?
Not. Take it that wouldn't concern you.
Familiarity breeds contempt, as they say, and after 30 years as a captive audience, I was as familiar with these villagers as one could possibly be. Not that I wish their fate on them, no. But it did make for a delightful change of pace.
Oh, wow. Did you watch the attack?
Not as much as it would think. There was running and screaming, and then days and days of watching the Darkspawn prowl around. I would never have thought there could be something less interesting than the villagers, but there it was. Well, go on then. Out with it. What is its command?
You have a name?
Perhaps. I may have forgotten after all the years of being called Golem. Golem, fetch me that chair. Do be a good Golem and squash that insipid bandit. And let's not forget, Golem, pick me up. I tire of walking. It does have the control rod, doesn't it? I am awake, so it must.
Something wrong?
I see the control rod, yet I feel... Go on, order me to do something.
Okay. Walk over there.
And, nothing.
Huh.
I feel nothing. I feel no compulsion to carry out its command. I suppose this means the rod is... broken?
Shouldn't... Ooh. Shouldn't you be happy about that, maybe?
I suppose if I can't be commanded, this means I have free will, yes? It is simply, what should I do? I have no memories beyond watching this village for so long. I have no purpose. I find myself at a bit of a loss. What about it? It must have awoken me for some reason, no? What did it intend to do with me?
Probably should have said something about calling me it, but I can think of many uses for a personal golem.
May I ask what sorts of things it gets up to for which I could be so potentially useful?
Grey Warden, I need help against the Blight.
It refers to the Darkspawn, the very creatures that destroyed this village. The Darkspawn are an evil that must be destroyed, it's true, though not as evil as the birds. Damnable feathered fiends. I suppose I have two options, do I not? Go with it or go elsewhere? I do not even know what lies beyond this village.
Okay, why do you keep calling me it?
Yes, very likely.
You gotta keep calling me it. Cool. Alright, so what do you want to do?
I watched this village for so long, unable to move or act. My memories of anything before are vague at best. So I have no idea what I want to do. I'm glad to be mobile. Is that not enough?
Fair enough. So, you killed your former master. What's up with that?
Did I? I remember that I had a former master. The mage with the furry brows who poked and prodded and barked orders. Did I kill him? I hope I did kill him. Perhaps the last order he barked was, Golem, stop crushing my head. Ah!
Notice you don't call him it.
Yes, I'm just funny that way.
Cool. So how do I know I can trust you, that you're not gonna, like, kill me, too?
I have no idea. How does it trust anything else without a control rod?
Fair.
They haven't killed it yet. I consider this a good sign.
Well, you can come with me if you want.
I will follow it about then. For now. I am called Shale, by the way.
Cool. Is that your name or what you're made of?
It would rather I was called Flint. Pebbles? How about rubble?
Cool. Alright, Doggo, you're going back. Shale, welcome to
Yes.
the party. Good lord, level 10. Oh, fine. Shale did not appreciate my joke. I guess. Shale. You're special. Let's see. Large flawed fire crystal, 20% fire resistance, electricity resistance, or nature resistance. Fire! We have large chip spirit crystal, 10% spirit resistance. Okay. Let's see. Weapons. Fire damage, cold damage, electricity damage, nature damage. Oh, let's go with fire! More fire. Alright. Well, now that that's done. Oh, hey-o, saving the game. Alright, let's... Nice. Nice. Fire 2 electric. Yes. Alright. Oh. Ooh. Okay, real quick, let's go back to camp. What's up, boy? Just gonna watch this for a minute.
You are a true warrior and worthy of respect.
Cool, so that happened. Let's see, anybody else gonna level up? Ooh, I'll go level up. Okay. Stand level up. Woo! Oh boy, buddy, you need constitution. Good dog, best friend. Indeed. Have any random gifts for people? Nope. Here, found a fancy rock. I think you like that, right?
Ooh, shiny.
There you go. Yay! Making friends with Shale. Shale likes me, kinda, sorta.
You and your friends are formidable folk, indeed. It's good to have you along on the road.
Alright, what you got for me?
I'm sure you'll be pleased with the goods my boy and I have collected, and with your discount.
Alright, let's see. I got some junk to sell. All of that. I think part with one of the nature crystals. Let's see, I don't need that. Bunch of these bulbs and such, I never use them, so I'm just gonna sell them.
If there's anything I can do for you, please, please tell me. I'm sure you'll be...
Darn it. Alright. Let's see. I don't have any... Oh.
If there's anything I can do for you...
Right. Random junk. Yeah. Cool. Is there another backpack? Can I... Ooh, I can afford another backpack, but... Alright. Let's see. Alistair, yeah, have a slightly better helmet.
You and your friends are formidable foe.
Hold on to these boots until I get yeah, I'll sell that. Ooh, I can actually use this. I can finally use this shield. Let's see, it's all the same, but enchantment, yeah, not yet right now though. Let's avoid missile attacks. Sure. And I'm keeping the Shield of High Ever because reasons. Same reason I'm keeping the family sword. Alright, let's chat with Shale.
I see it found some augmentation crystals. I was not even aware it knew about them. Well done. So, what does it think? They don't make me look any wider, do they? I find I'm already too wide as it is.
No, it's slimming. Very, kind of.
It must be the vertical pattern it put them in. Did it know to do that? It must have. I think it should find some more as soon as possible. I want to glitter from ear to ear, so to speak.
Cool.
Oh.
So what's with the heavy sigh?
Oh, that. Merely reflecting on the hopeless nature of the task in front of it. The most likely outcome is that it and its companions will become a stain on some rock for the Darkspawn to tread upon. I shall be moved to a single tear by the tragedy.
We'll be right next. We'd be right next to your stain.
I think not. I am made of pure rock, skin to core. At best, I can become a pile of dust, but a smear I will definitely not leave behind. That's for softer, squishier things like itself and its friends. What's that? Did it hear flapping wings? There may be pigeons nearby. We should be alert.
Damn it. Still with me, I see?
Yes, its adventures are interesting, even if the chances for success are remarkably slim. It would be better to throw oneself off a cliff, I suspect. Does it wish me to leave? I can, though I see no reason to go.
No, stay. You're very helpful.
No doubt. Without me, it would have to carry its inventory on its own. Perhaps we should continue. its chances of success are small enough without further dawdling.
Darn it. Stan, what's up?
Yes.
Something you mentioned.
Speak, then.
Sure. Never mind.
Then I suggest we move on.
I have a question.
I am hardly surprised.
Fair enough. Never mind.
Very well. As you wish.
I don't want to start cheesing the approval system just yet, but I will if I have to. Morrigan.
I await your command.
Sure. Let's see what
So,
we got.
full of questions, are you?
Is there anything that can be done for a possessed mage? Why not?
'Tis the child abomination you speak of from the haunted castle?
Yeah.
If what you seek is to remove the demon from the child without harming the child, there is a way indeed. There is a connection between the child and the demon, one which can be followed to the demon's true form within the Fade. There, the demon can be battled directly. Only a mage may enter the Fade. It requires lyrium and a group of mages to cast the ritual, neither of which we have, yes? And had we those things, it would still fall on one mage alone to defeat the demon. No simple task, but there you have it.
Good to know.
I await your command.
Some personal
We are in camp, so 'tis as good a time as any.
Why are you still here?
I am here because Flemeth commanded me to aid you. Why? Do you wish me to leave? I can do so if you prefer.
No, I don't want to. I don't want you to go. No.
Then I assume our discussion ends here.
Damn it.
What do you wish of me? If you must.
Damn. Ever been hunted by the Chantry?
You are very cute to ask so many questions.
And you're cute when you're evasive.
Really? Perhaps we should be wrapped in ribbons and adorned with flowers. So cute are we, too. My mother has been hunted from time to time, yes, by Templar fools like Alistair, which should tell you how successful they generally were. Flemeth made a bit of a game of it, in fact. The Templars would come again, and she would look at me and smile and say that the fun was to begin once more.
Feel sorry for the Templars.
They came with as much swagger and arrogance as they did self-righteousness. Pity them if you wish, for they held none for us. Flemeth would warn them, once. 'Twas a warning they inevitably failed to heed. And then the true game began. Often Flemeth would use me as bait. A little girl to scream and run and lure the Templars deeper into the wilds and to their doom.
Flemeth used you as bait.
'Twas a game, and I a young girl. If I didn't get to play, I would have been very upset. Thankfully, the wilds is a vast place. Once they found us, Flemeth would simply move us elsewhere, and we would be lost within the forest once again. I did not understand the danger we faced until I was much older. I had never heard of apostates or maleficarum.
Sure, they got what they deserved, sure.
Perhaps they did. Still, I do not begrudge them doing what they believe is necessary. The Chantry sees any mages not leashed to the circle of magi as apostates, and apostates could become maleficarum, evil mages that resort to blood magic and become demon-enslaved abominations. It may even be true. Still, those of us who prefer freedom see no reason to submit.
Sure, if I were a mage, I might think the same. Sure.
Thank you for small favors, then, at the very least.
Oh, come on.
Enough of this talk. Let us return to the task at hand.
Really don't want to be cheesy. So early in the game, I don't want to be... Leliana.
Something I can help with?
Let's talk.
Yes? What's on your mind?
Where would you decide to come to Ferelden?
My mother was from Denerim, and I consider myself a Ferelden. Mother served an Orlesian noblewoman who lived here when Orlais ruled. When Orlais was defeated and the common folk began to resent the presence of any Orlesian, the lady returned to Orlais. She took my mother with her. I was born in Orlais and did not set foot in Ferelden till much later. Mother was always telling me stories of her homeland. I think she missed it.
What happened to her?
Mother died when I was very young.
Oh.
Lady Cecily let me stay with her. I had no one else. She was quite old then, and she had me study music and dance to entertain her. It is unfair that I have more memories of Cecily than my mother.
Remember anything about her?
Strangely, the only thing I really remember of Mother was her scent. She kept dried flowers in her closet amongst her clothes. Small white Ferelden wildflowers with a sweet fragrance.
Yes.
Mother called them Andrastis Grace. They were very rare in Orlais. But enough about that. Let us move on.
Right, and that's why I picked up those flowers for her. Yes. Alistair.
You know, maybe this isn't the best time to be thinking about this, but I've something to ask you. Chances are we'll be heading to Denerim soon. And when we're there, I wonder if we might be able to look someone up.
Okay, you have a friend outside the Grey Wardens.
I'm not talking about a friend, exactly. And no, it's not that sort of friend either.
You sure?
The thing is, I have a sister, a half-sister.
Never mind.
I told you about my mother, right? She was a servant at Redcliffe Castle and she had a daughter. Only, I never knew about her. I don't think she knew about me either. They kept my birth a secret, after all. But after I became a Grey Warden, I did some checking, and, well, I found out she's still alive. In Denerim.
Have you tried contacting her?
No. I thought about writing her, but I never did. And then we were called down to Ostagar, and I never got the chance. She's the only real family I have left. The only family not also mixed up in the whole royal thing. I've just been thinking that maybe it's time I went to see her. With the blight coming and everything, I don't know if I'll ever get another chance to see her. Maybe I can help her. Warn her about the danger, I don't know.
What do you expect you to do?
I'm not sure. I don't know anything about her except her name and where she lives. Her name is Goldana, and I think she remarried but still lives just outside the alienage. If we're in the area, then, well, it's worth a look.
Fair enough. Alright, so hey, we got at least one companion up to sufficient approval to get a side quest. Well, before we get... let's take care of this then.
You're a hard man to find. Where are my manners? The name is Levi. Levi Dryden. Did Duncan ever mention me? Levi of the Coins? Levi the Trader?
Ooh. Ooh. You know Duncan?
Oh, yes, for years. Considered him a friend, I did. But here I am carrying on while you have a blight to stop. Don't want to waste your time. But you see, Duncan promised that together we'd look into something important for the Wardens. And for me. But poor Duncan's... well, no more. A tragedy it is, at that. But I know he would want his work carried on. His pledge fulfilled.
How did you know Duncan?
It's a bit of a tale, that is. But I'm the one who brought the Grey Wardens back to Ferelden. Well, I was one of the ones. There were a lot of us. Maker's breath, I'm a bit nervous. Honoured to be here, really.
Go ahead. Those tricky people seem suspicious of Wardens.
And most folk are right fools. With a blight on the doorstep, we should be throwing virgins at your feet. Although that could get a bit messy, couldn't it?
So what did promise to Duncan? You know, tell me the story.
After King Marek freed us from the Orlesians, the Grey Wardens begged the King's permission to come into Ferelden, some sort of internal business. Me and a mess of other Warden sympathisers spoke on behalf of your order. Tan Loghain was very much against letting Orlesian Wardens in the kingdom. But Marek, Andraste, bless him, was a fair-minded monarch and he let them in.
Go on.
So that's why I was there when the Wardens and their leader, Genevieve, presented herself to the King. The first Wardens in Ferelden in over a century. Proudest day of my life, that was. Duncan was a bit of a scamp back then. We were of an age and struck up a friendship. The King himself went with the Wardens on their mysterious business. When he returned, he rescinded King Ardland's decree, and the Wardens came back to Ferelden for good.
Thanks.
Oh, his stomach's all aflutter. You're welcome.
So what was this thing Duncan promised? What's that about?
Well, as you know, my family's name is Mud around noble circles.
Yeah.
My great-great-grandmother, Sophia Dryden, was the last Warden commander of Ferelden back when the Wardens were known as freeloaders. So King Arland banished the Wardens, and he took House Dryden's land and titles.
Yeah. Technically, I probably already knew that, but we're gonna not. Yeah. So what happened?
Hard to say. After King Arland died, there was a civil war, loads worse than this one. And our family was on the run, hunted by enemies, with nary a friend in the world. But Drydens are tough. We rebuilt, became merchants, and we never lost our pride.
So what favor did you ask of Duncan?
I asked for the truth. My family reveres Sophia Dryden. We know she died at the old Grey Warden base, Soldier's Peak. We want evidence to clear her name. It won't restore our land or our titles, but it'll restore our honor.
Couldn't you just go there yourself?
Well, no one's been to Soldier's Peak since Ireland's days. At least none that's come back. I spent years mapping the maze of tunnels to the peak, and I found the way a few years back. So I went to Duncan, I did, and I said that he could reclaim the old base and my family could have its honor.
Okay. So how is that going to help the Wardens?
Soldier's Peak is strategic and symbolic importance. Duncan said that it would be worth it right there. He also hoped to recover lost Warden history and perhaps a few old relics. No one knows what's up there now.
So what do you need from me?
I can pick my way through the tunnels at the base of Soldier's Peak, but the place, well, they say it's haunted, and it'll be dangerous for certain. Will you think on it at least?
Sure, I'll help you out. Your family's faith will be rewarded.
1,000 blessings upon you, Warden. I'll mark down the location on your map. When you arrive, we'll pick our way through the tunnels together.
Cool. Let's see, Sophia Dryden. Ferelden's light and most brilliant jewel, nothing on this earth can ever quench her fire. Unless Sophia Dryden, young Arland's rival for the throne of Ferelden. Strong and charismatic leader, much support from the banner. When Ireland finally won the crown, Dryden refused to relent. She pushed her claim, was caught, and accused of treason. Sympathizers continued to support her, however. In order to appease them, Dryden was spared execution and forced to join the Grey Wardens instead. Survived the joining and dazzled the Grey Wardens at Soldier's Peak with leadership skills and charm, eventually rose through the ranks to become Warden Commander of Ferelden. Before Commander Dryden, the Grey Wardens were seen as relic of an older time and an unnecessary drain on nobles' coffers. Dryden, though, with her political connections, reinvigorated the Wardens and rapidly increased their numbers. Meantime, Arland proved himself a devious king willing to go to brutal lengths to silence her opponents. His reign of terror grew worse with each passing year, and some of the bands approached Commander Dryden in desperation, begging her to intercede. She agreed, and thus was the rebellion against King Arland born. Arland learned of the rebellion and took steps to end it. He publicly suspended all tithing to the Grey Wardens and declared they were no longer welcome in Ferelden. Some of the Wardens, mindful that they were supposed to remain politically neutral, felt disgraced by Dryden's involvement with Ferelden politics and left her side even as the king's forces lay siege to Soldier's Peak. The siege took months and ended with the death of Sophia Dryden. This is for the Drydens. Years following the siege of Soldier's Peak, all those who carried the Dryden name were hunted by King Arland's forces. The noble Dryden name was smeared, and all lands and holdings belonging to the Drydens were seized by the crown. King feared the rebellion started by Sophia would be kept alive by her loyal friends and family, and anyone with connections to the Drydens suffered greatly. It's little wonder then few remaining Drydens found themselves with no allies and nowhere to turn. Tobin Dryden, Sophia's brother, guardian of her young son, had no choice but to flee Ferelden. Tobin bought passage to Antiva on a merchant vessel, traveled under the name Derricker. Once in Antiva, Tobin set about building a new quiet life for himself and his nephew, and started a small business, eventually made the name for himself as a trader. Derricker merchant family prospered, as the name Dryden was almost forgotten. However, in 815 Blessed, Sylvie Derricker uncovered old documents belonging to Tobin and pieced together the family's history. In her pride and perhaps naivete, she reclaimed the name Dryden and returned to Ferelden. King Arland is dead, and Dryden name lives on. The family survived, even thrived since death of Sophia Dryden. Nobles of Ferelden may still spit on the Dryden name. The Drydens know that Sophia Dryden was greater than them, almost a queen and a hero of the people of Ferelden. Anyway, Soldier's Peak. Alright. Alright. Alright, I guess we should maybe get on at least to the area near. Let's see.
Yes.
Sten.
Indeed.
Indeed.
We haven't taken Sten out ever. Soldier's Peak all the way up there, but first we gotta go to the docks by Lake Calenhad. We need to talk to the Circle about some stuff. Oh. Random encounter. Sort of. Maybe. Let's see. Oh! Cool.
Be a nice
Right
temple
ahead.
for us.
Right ahead. I tried to be merciful.
Oh god.
Huh.
Going.
As you like. Trap right ahead. I shall. On my way. Yes, of course.
And I'm off.
Wolves frequent the... Cool. Traps laid for wolves. Yeah. Thanks. Good to know. Would have been... Oh well. There's a very big tower.
Humans overcompensating as always.
I mean...
You have some kind of problem?
Here on behalf of the Blackstone Irregulars.
Oh? What was this about?
Oh. Are you still supplies from the guild? Yeah.
How sad it is to see a Grey Warden manipulated. But I have no time to straighten this out for you. Men, let's teach the Grey Warden a lesson about trust.
Try not to look too incompetent. It's embarrassing. Oh, you are the bad one, you are. Well,
And I'm off.
Cool.
Going.
Let's see, dagger and some leather gloves that I'm not gonna need. Hello.
Why, bless my soul. What's a distinguished personage like yourself doing here?
Going to get across the lake to the tower.
Don't hold your breath. No one's been allowed across the lake for days.
Really?
I'm the ferryman.
Leastwise, I used to be. Poor old Kester. Out of a job.
Why? So I can't cross.
Gregor just came down and said, "Don't you worry, Kester, we got it all under control, we do." Didn't say nothing else. And then he puts Carol in charge of my boat. Lissy, named for my grandmum she was.
Who's Gregor? Who?
He's Knight Commander of the Templars up in the tower. Good man.
Mm-hmm. There's no way of getting to the tower.
You could try swimming, but I don't recommend it. Nasty things in that lake. I reckon it's all them potions they dump in there.
Probably.
Gregor's told me to stay here till it blows over, but I'm telling you, some storms don't blow over easy.
I could convince the Templars to let me go, but...
Maybe you could at that. I'm sure your mind's all afire now, eh?
So what's your thoughts on the circle?
I reckon it's good for them mages. Gather them all, learn them some proper magics. I know what they say about mages, but the Maker made them for a purpose. If you can't trust him, who can you trust?
Knight Commander, you know him? What's it?
Oh, I can't say that. I'm lucky he's good enough to give me the time of day. The first enchanter's all right. He's polite as can be, but he's always a little distant, if you get my drift. But Gregor'll stay to talk. I reckon he likes hearing from us common folk, you know? He's a man to be respected, that Gregor.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Keep safe, you hear?
Sure. Anyway. More to the point. Hello.
You're the Grey Warden, aren't you? Exactly who I was hoping to meet. I represent a collective of mages interested in going about their lives without the constant scrutiny of the Chantry.
Is this really the best place to be doing? Sure. Tell me more. I am interested in learning more of this. Please speak.
The collective is a self-policing guild of mages who simply want to be left alone. We mean no offense to the Chantry, but we would rather live on our own terms.
I like these
Next
guys.
to me, and in every major settlement, you will find an inconspicuous sack containing requests from mages all over the land who need the assistance of someone skillful and discreet.
Sure, I'll take a look.
Thank you, my friend. We have agents in every major settlement to reward you for work done on behalf of the collective. Makers smile upon you.
Despite loyalist grasp on the mage's political community, many libertarians and equitarians have begun to see eye to eye with respect to the Chantry's role in the mage's daily life. A growing number of mages, particularly those whose magic never strays from the Maker's mandate, feel the Chantry's constant oversight is a burden upon their creativity and their very will, and one that hinders their ability to do their work. These mages, along with a number of hedge wizards who work their arts outside the Chantry's influence, have formed a shadow guild of sorts, a mages collective wherein members can submit requests and have them seen to without judgment. This collective manages to work in relative secrecy, their members discreet and their clients anonymous. As of yet, the collective has seen no sanction from the Templars, and there has been no sign the members are practicing magic of which the Maker would not approve. Still, practicing magic outside the influence of the Chantry is a dream for some and a dangerous notion for others, and many believe that it's only a matter of time before the veil of secrecy is lifted and Mages Collective is brought to swift and brutal justice. A treatise on magic and politics by first enchanter Josephus. I like these guys. Oh, hey, find remaining deserters and deal with them. Dunham and prospects. Got it. Well, anyway. Bag.
Huh.
Hello. Hear me and obey. My power waning. I Crebulash the epithet. Good Lord. Require a reconnection to the mystic places I have left behind. You, the bearer of this note, shall travel to these places and trace upon them my personal glyphs, claiming their eldritch energies for my own. You will come upon sites of mystic power In the ancient places of the world, the Briselian Forest, the deep roads, the heart of Denerim, and near the base of the Circle Tower. Sure, why not? Activities of Maleficarum on my doorstep did not go unnoticed, and now I'm in danger of being brought before the Templars myself. Small band of drifters claim to have seen me practicing forbidden arts, and they left to deliver testimony to my alleged deeds to the Chantry. Mass Mages collected to find and stop these false witnesses by any means necessary. They're traveling along the road from Lothering to Denerim, where there lies will seal my fate. Sure. There comes a time in each young mage's life that he must strike forth from beneath the shadow of his mentor. For my 3 young and unremarkable apprentices, this time is now. He who accepts this calling takes upon himself to deliver documents of congratulations to my apprentices, who will no doubt be uninformed as to the contents of the missive. Apprentices' names are the fact that these paper doesn't meet my 5-page limit, I give them a C minus. Oh. Congratulations to my apprentices who will not Mrs. Starrick, Alina, and Sheth. I cleverly sent them away from my abode so they may receive this information in a public place, thus guaranteeing the safety of my willing courier. You'll find 2 of them in Denerim. The other is procuring a slightly rarer item from Orzammar. And be sensitive, I would not wish harm upon their delicate feelings. Cool. Worst fear has been realized. A band of devilish Maleficarum are performing their profane rituals within close proximity to my own sanctum. This cannot stand. I, Jubasto, charge he who accepts this request to destroy the fiends before their evil brings unwanted attention from either Templars or demons to my back door. Travel to the Briselian Forest and slay these blasphemers. Okay. Disaster! So consumed have I been in my personal projects that I have neglected to collect vital components for the herbal remedy I use to sharpen my mind for thoughts of the other world. Without it, I am ruined. Ruined! Humbly reward any who bring me 10 bundles of deep mushrooms. With this, I can continue on my quest for enlightenment with a clear mind and fewer bouts with drowsiness and indigestion. He who accepts this request be showered in riches and love from the Maker's heart for this noble and selfless act. This is literally my salvation. So can I... Ooh, I can. Yes. Move these all the way down to the end, where I need them.
Yes?
Yes.
Yeah. Cool. Anyway, more stuff. Oh look, deep mushroom. And deep mushroom. Darn it. Let's see. Well, all right. All right, it is about 11 o'clock, so... Oof. All right. Ugh. Okay. Well. Yeah. So, hey, progress has been made. And next week at 9 o'clock, At the same time, we will be starting in on the Circle Tower, I guess, and we'll see what's to be done there. Surely this... It's probably nothing. I mean... But what are the odds that, like, every single place we go... I mean, surely... It's probably nothing. I mean, we'll deal with whatever's going on there. Yeah, thank you. Yes. Again, yeah. So, yeah. Demon, you get a demon. Yeah, mages. Oh boy, we'll get... Again, I really... I know I said this. Yeah, I really like the Mages Collective, and I really wish they had done more with them in later games, but I feel like they kind of just forgot the writers just kind of forgot they existed, which is just so weird to me, because it's like, here's this group of people, and, like, I guess it's kind of a way to introduce some of the politics and stuff of how the mages work, but, you know, we're not going to get, I guess we're not going to get into that. Oh, well. Alright, anyway, so yeah, again, next stream, 9 o'clock, same, this channel, probably going to be doing 9 o'clock, I'm going to be doing 9 o'clock Fridays from now on, because, as I was saying at the beginning of the stream, my work schedule has changed. I'm working more hours, but getting paid more and getting benefits, so that's really nice, but, you know, means I can't stream at 4 in the afternoon anymore, so we're doing 9 o'clock on Fridays instead. So, bit of a mixed bag, I guess, but, and, yeah. Yeah, so yeah, I will see you guys next time. Alright, and, yeah. Bye, I guess.